You're gonna live with me now. Huh? Yeah, I'm gonna take care of you.
Junior, what's up with it, baby? Hey, listen, I decided to compile a top 80s babies kids movies. I'm an 80 baby. I'm not gonna tell you my exact age. Just know that I was born in the 80s. And I just feel like we're a different breed than these kids today. They don't understand us. They couldn't be us no matter how hard they tried. And part of the reason is because of some of the movies we watched and a lot of things we did. Listen, we were still falling out of trees and hurting limbs. They barely even know they got. You know what I'm talking about? We still played on the roof of the house. I tell my son all the time, when I was young, I went on adventures. He don't go on adventures. He just likes to play video games. And maybe it's a good thing because it's kind of wild out there. But I went on adventures. I got a lot of whoopings, but I went on adventures. Anyway, man, I dropped the top 10 list, man. Honorable mention, though, I got Batteries Not Included, 1983. You know, that's a dope little Gizmo Gadget alien movie. Then I got Look Who's Talking, 1989. You are 80s babies. You know about Look Who's Talking. You know what I'm talking about? I think we all like that. But anyway, my top 10 list, number 10 on the list, I got Short Circuit. Yeah, what y'all know about Johnny Five Alive? You know what I'm talking about? Hey, man, these guys was making these little robots for this company, man. I guess the robots was kind of like AI. You know what I'm saying? I guess they was kind of like AI. But I love Johnny Five Alive, even though now that when I look at the way he's built, it kind of really ain't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Like... But as a kid, I thought Johnny Five Alive was super cool anyway, man. The people that made him or whatever, I think they was trying to do military contracts or something like that. But Johnny Five Alive he just wanted to be a regular person. He just wanted to have friends. It was pretty cool. I like Johnny Five Alive. Number 9 on the list is Gremlins. We all know about Gremlins. We all love them little ugly little creatures, man. Gremlins, 1986, man. Gremlins, man, this guy got this little creature, teddy bear. I don't know what you call him. But anyway, he named him Gizmo. And he had some rules that he could not break with this little miniature teddy bear thing. Like he couldn't give it water. He couldn't do, it's just certain stuff he couldn't do. Gizmo was fine. It was Gizmo cousins that got a hold to water and turned into some little evil, demonic, ugly. Listen, we used to work with this one lady. We used to call her Stripes. I don't know if y'all remember that gremlin. I don't know if it was Gremlins 2 when the one gremlin was a female, put on a lipstick and she had the scar on her. That was pretty mean. My homegirl Miko started that. I didn't start that. But yeah, man, Gremlins. You know what I'm saying? It's like 3 or 4 Gremlins. I think they're doing a remake of Gremlins right now. Hopefully they do it right. That should be pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Number 8 on the list, I got Beetlejuice. 1988 Beetlejuice. HBO Max just did a remake of Beetlejuice. I still haven't watched it. I probably should get around to that because I do have HBO Max, but we all remember Beetlejuice, especially for the man that had the shrunken head. You know, that's probably the first thing a lot of people go back to on Beetlejuice. But anyway, man, you had this recently deceased family, had some people living in their house, and they hired this other spirit that was supposed to be super annoying that would make everybody else leave out that house, which was my boy Beetlejuice. You know what I'm saying? Number 7 on the list, I went with an action movie. The Batman. You know what? All of us little boys at the time, we all want to be Batman. I don't care what race, creed you are. Listen, everybody wanted to be Batman. This was the first Joker that we all really fell in love with. Like, I'm not old enough, even though I did watch the old Batman shows and stuff like that, the old Batman and Robin stuff. This was the original Batman for us. Now, you got people from the older generation who still say Michael Keaton is the best Batman of all time. I don't necessarily agree. I like Christian Bale. What you gonna do? Fight me? You gonna fight me about it? But you know what I'm saying? Jack Nicholson Joker, Michael Keaton Batman. Like, this was a dope Batman. This was made by Tim Burton. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think he on this list a couple of times. But anyway, man, the Batman, I forgot to put the date that the Batman came out. I think it was 1985, 86, somewhere around there. Anyway, man, number 6 on my list, I got Harry and the Hendersons. What you know about Harry and the Hendersons? A Bigfoot, a Sasquatch. A family ran into a Sasquatch or a Bigfoot that just so happened to be friendly, even though it scared the bejeebus out of everybody, man. They done took him home in their station wagon, and of course they had trouble trying to keep him secret. And then they had to get him back to his family because it just wasn't right to keep a Bigfoot in a suburban neighborhood. People love bringing home pets. I got a sister that do that. She bring home every pet that she finds. Listen, number 5 on the list, I got Explorers, 1985. What y'all know about Explorers, man? This kid kept having this little dream about this alien spaceship or whatever, and he decided to get with his friends and just start scraping up a bunch of parts, different parts from a junkyard, and made his own spaceship because he was sent this dream with signals and blueprints on how to make a spaceship out of carnival and carnival parts and stuff like that. It didn't make no damn sense. But as a kid, you can dream, can't you? That you could build something like that and go to outer space. We used to make clubhouses and all type of stuff in my grandma's backyard. But Explorers was a dope movie, man. I hope y'all done seen that one. If y'all ain't got to it, go back and watch it now. The nostalgia, it's everywhere. Number 4 on the list, I got Never Ending Story, 1985. Listen, Never Ending Story probably could be a little higher on this list. Like, Never Ending Story will rest with me eternally. Like, I was in love with Never Ending Story. It was a book that this kid was reading and writing, and the story was coming from this book, basically. But I think the giant dog might be the first thing that everybody remember about Never Ending Story. That might be the giant flying dog might be what everybody remember about Never Ending Story. I think they're doing a remake of that right now too. You know, Hollywood can't make nothing new. They can only do remakes. Number 3 on the list, we have E.T. My boy Steven Spielberg. You know he did a lot, but E.T. man, alien. Made his way to Earth. He gets lost, man. The little boy take care of E.T. You know, he got the whole thing where he riding the bike. The bike started flying. He floating. E.T. with it. You know who E.T. was. I'm surprised they ain't did a remake of E.T. I guess they done did so many different alien movies and variations of it. They probably don't need to do a remake of E.T., but I'm pretty sure they'll do it soon. Number 2 on the list is something that's very special to me. It's very dear to my heart. Who the hell framed Roger Rabbit? Oh my gosh. I used to have a crush on the little cartoon girlfriend he had with the lips. I don't know why. That's freaky as hell. That's weird now that I'm older. But yeah, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? It's a whole toon world. You know what I'm saying? And you got this detective that, I mean, Roger was getting on his nerves. But Who Framed Roger Rabbit is one of my favorite childhood movies of all time, man. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, 1988. And then number 1 on the list, I know y'all, it ain't too hard to guess. Number 1 on the list is Goonies. What would be higher than Goonies? There's a lot of kids that played on Goonies that grew up to be some of your favorite middle-aged actors right now. Dang, I'm getting old. But yeah, Goonies. The greatest kids movie of all time, if you ask me, especially from the 80s. That's my top 10 list. It ain't your top 10 list, but it's my top 10 list. Feel free to put down some in the comments if you got some that you think are better or just near and dear to your heart. That's my top 10 list of 80s movies for kids. Junior.